Hey guys, it's Jsms Presents here. I know it's been a while, but we're back making some videos. And today we're going to talk about who I think is going to win the NBA playoffs, and I'm just going to predict the entire playoffs. So let's get right into it. So first up is the Clippers against the Suns. I think this one should not be very close. I think maybe the Clippers might get a game or two, but I think the Suns, I don't see them losing the series, but I think the Suns will probably win in 5 games. Next one, I have Dallas against Utah. I think Dallas is a really good team. I think Luka Doncic is really good. I'm gonna have them. I think beating Utah in. I don't know. Utah's good. I'll say they win there. I'll say Dallas in 6 games. I think Dallas can pull this off easily. Next up is the Denver Nuggets against the Golden State Warriors. I think this one I have an upset here. I think the Warriors are not going to be as good with Curry. I think he may come back, but he won't be to his best form in this series. I think Jokic is a great player. I think the Nuggets are an underrated team, and I think they're going to beat the Warriors in this series. I think it could be kind of close. I'll say, I think around 5 or 6 games. So I'll have them. I have them starting off good against the Warriors, winning the first two. I'll say the Warriors win one, but I think Denver in 6 games is realistic. Yeah, so I'll go Nuggets in 6. Next is Minnesota against Memphis. Um, this one I really like Memphis. I think they're just the better team, and I think they're gonna sweep Minnesota. So that is it for the West. Moving on to the East, we have first round the Miami Heat against the Cavaliers, and this one I don't think should be too close. I think the Heat are just the better team, more experienced, and Cleveland could have a good future. But right now, I think the Heat. I think I'm gonna have them sweep the Cavaliers. Next is the Raptors against the Sixers. This one's going to be a good series. It depends how well Harden and Embiid play, but I think Toronto has a good chance of winning this. I think especially at home because Thibault can't play, but he's not vaccinated, but I think Philadelphia will still win. They went all in this year, and I think they're going to win in six games against the Raptors. Next up is the Milwaukee Bucks against Chicago Bulls. I think Milwaukee could easily win the finals like they did last year. And I think they're going to sweep the Bulls. I don't think the Bulls are very good. They struggle against good teams, and they really fell off from how they were earlier in the year. I have the Bucks in 4. This series, I think, could go either way. I think this is definitely going to 6 or 7 games. But I am a Brooklyn fan. I think the Boston could get an early lead in this series, but I think Brooklyn and Durant really want to get this win, and they're going to go all out, and I think they're going to win in 6 or 7. I'm going to say they're going to win in 7 games, and this could definitely be a last-second buzzer beater type game. I think the Nets versus Celtics is going to be a great series. I think there's a lot of great moments, but I think the Nets are going to come away with it. So in the next round, the first matchup is the Suns against the Mavericks. And I'm very high in the Mavericks, as I said earlier. I think the Suns are also a great team. I think either of them could win this series. But I think the Mavericks could definitely win this. And I'm going to go with the upset. Some people might not like it, but I think the Mavericks are going to win. And I'm going to have them win, I think in 7 games. I'm going to have them win. Yeah. The Suns are really good, but I think I'm going to go with the Mavericks in 7. I think that the Mavericks are really good, and I think Luka Doncic could lead them to a title. Next is the Memphis Grizzlies against the Denver Nuggets, and I think this is also going to be a really good series. They're both great teams. Ja Morant against Jokic. I think the Memphis Grizzlies are a great team, well-rounded, good players everywhere, and I think Memphis is going to win this series in 5 games. Then in the East, I have the Philadelphia 76ers against the Miami Heat. And this may be a bit of an upset, although I don't think it really is, because the 76ers, although they're a 4 seed, they're a great team. And I have them actually beating Miami in 5 games. I think, or actually, I'll say 6. Because I think, although Philadelphia really wants to win this series as fast as possible, get some rest time in for the Eastern Conference Finals, Miami's a great team, so yeah. Next is Bucks versus the Nets. A great series last year, a repeat, and I think this game is going to come down to a game 7, as it did last year. I think it's going to go back and forth between Giannis and Durant, and although Giannis had the better of Durant last year, I think this year Durant's going to get the last laugh, and I think the Nets are going to win in 7 games. And similar to the Celtics, I think this one could go either way too for the Nets, but I have them moving on to the Eastern Conference Finals against the 76ers. Next round, I had the Memphis Grizzlies against the Dallas Mavericks and the Nets against the Sixers. First matchup, Grizzlies versus Mavericks. I think this could also be a great series. I'm high on both teams. They're both have some young stars, but I think the Mavericks are actually going to win this series. I think Luka Doncic is going to show why he's one of the top players in the league, and I think they're going to win this series in 6 games. Although Memphis is great, I don't think they're super experienced, and I think they could definitely win next year. I don't think this year is their year, though. And in the East, James Harden against his former team, the Brooklyn Nets. I think this one could go either way, as a lot of the series have gone so far for the Nets. But I think this one is also going to go down to a game 6 or 7. I have the Nets getting out to our early 3-1 lead. I think Philly's going to try and come back, but I don't think it's going to be enough. I have the Nets in 6 games. And then in the finals, I have the Dallas Mavericks against the Brooklyn Nets. It may be biased, but this is just what I think is going to happen. And I think this is going to be an exciting series, but I think the Nets are just the better team. And we've seen upsets before, but I just think it's a little bit safer. And the Nets with Durant and Kyrie, they have the experience. I think this is their year. And I think the Nets are going to win game 1. I think they may give up game 2 in Dallas. But I think they're going to win game 3 in Brooklyn. And I really don't see Durant losing in the finals. If they get there, I think they just have to win. And I have them winning in 6 games to the Dallas Mavericks. This is my predictions. It could definitely be wrong, but this is what I think is going to happen. I hope you enjoyed. I'm going to try and post more now. And comment below if you like these prediction videos, if there's something else you want to do. I'm going to start doing some more sports-related things. It could be baseball, basketball, more stuff. Whatever you guys want, just comment below. Drop a like, and see you next time. Bye.